Canadians are flocking to Mexico for lower cost of living. In recent years, more Canadians are warming to the idea of moving to Mexico, and many are becoming permanent residents. The country's vibrant culture, beautiful scenery, and warm climate are just a few of the reasons why it has become a popular destination for Canadians looking to relocate. However, one of the most significant factors contributing to this trend is the lower cost of living in Mexico, according to recent surveys. With a lower cost of living, Canadians can enjoy a higher quality of life while spending less money, making it an appealing option for retirees, digital nomads, and others. More Canadians are calling Mexico home now than ever before, with an estimated 14,000 calling the country home this year alone. Many of them attribute their moves to a better cost of living, but is it really cheaper to pick up your life and move to a new city in Mexico? Toronto's cost of living is among the highest in Canada, with expensive housing costs being one of the biggest culprits. However, if you're looking to save money and live in a sunny location, Playa del Carmen in Mexico offers a significantly lower cost of living. For example, you can save a lot on rent, 106.6% lower, groceries, 81.1% cheaper, and restaurants, 122% lower. Even without factoring in rent, consumer prices in Playa del Carmen are 83.5% lower than in Toronto. These differences in cost of living can be a game changer for those seeking a more affordable lifestyle. Additionally, if you're in the market for real estate, the benchmark home price in Toronto is $1,118,500, while in Playa del Carmen, homes are on average 81.7% less expensive. For example, a spacious 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom ocean view condo in Playa del Carmen's popular downtown area is currently listed for $340,000 Canadian dollars, offering a great opportunity to own a piece of paradise at a much more affordable price. Real estate in Vancouver is some of the most expensive in the world, making it difficult for many residents to afford a comfortable lifestyle. In Mexico, however, the cost of living is much more affordable, and this is especially true for the beautiful coastal city of Cancun. Consumer prices, including rent, are 52.9% lower in Cancun, while rent prices are 71.2% lower. You can also expect to pay 41.5% less for dining out and 43.2% less for groceries. The benchmark home price in Vancouver is $1,143,900, whereas in Cancun, homes are on average 88.8% less expensive to buy. For example, you could purchase a new 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom house in Cancun just 5 minutes away from the Cancun Hotel Zone, or under $200,000 Canadian dollars. With such a significant difference in costs, moving to Cancun could be a smart financial decision, allowing you to live a comfortable lifestyle while saving money. David Nguyen is from Vancouver, has lived in Mexico City for the past 7 months, and works a remote sales job. He says although life is not as cheap as he anticipated, his expenses living in a major city are significantly more affordable. When I went back to Vancouver, a single burger at an Earl's was like $30 including tip. It's just absolutely wild, the 38-year-old said. There's a big range of things you get here at fancier restaurants in nice areas. It's not as cheap, but there is more value. Between rent, transportation, food, and entertainment, Nguyen says he is spending around 30% less than when he was living in Vancouver. Considering my place in Vancouver was more expensive, and it was not nice, I just find Mexico has a lot more to offer in terms of the quality of what you get. Nguyen says he used to pay $2,200 a month to live in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment in downtown Vancouver. His 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment in the center of Mexico City costs Nguyen $1,500 Canadian dollars a month, adding that the cost of food is way lower as well. I buy like 3 or 4 roasted chickens every week at Costco, $2-3 for an artisan loaf of sourdough, and I've been drinking more green juices, which are 30 pesos, C$2.30, each. Nguyen says he did not change any lifestyle habits in Mexico. He does not drink and maintains his gym membership, yet his monthly costs overall are lower. He says for him, he sees a future in Mexico. I think Mexico will be a powerhouse in terms of its manufacturing and exports, and I think there'll be a lot of opportunities. Whereas, if I look at what's going on with Canada's housing market, the price-to-income ratio is a massive gap. Nguyen isn't alone. According to Far Homes, a real estate website that helps people buy homes in Mexico. Canadians have been migrating to Mexico more than ever, at about 4 times more per year since 2020. Like Nguyen, many moved after the pandemic, as we saw the number of digital nomads surge. The lifestyle benefits of working remotely while traveling have seen many choose Mexico as the backdrop for their virtual meetings. Expat Insider has pegged Mexico as the #1 destination for expats since 2014, with the lower cost of living being the #1 reason Canadians, in particular, are making Mexico home. But some discovered the financial perks much earlier than others. Crystal Westman is originally from London, Ontario, but has called Mérida, Yucatan, home for about 4 years. The 38-year-old says her monthly costs have drastically changed since making the move. Westman, a remote English teacher, says her move was a wise financial decision. If you want or if you don't, you're still going to be saving money compared to being in Canada. Your nightlife and overall expenses are generally cheaper. I can go out to a fancy restaurant for under $20. I could actually finally start saving. It changed my life. It made things so much better for me, Westman said. While living in London, Westman says she was renting her apartment for $1,500 a month, while in Mérida, she rents a house for $700. I thought it was the time for me. I thought it was a good financial choice. Seeing how even before the pandemic, I noticed inflation rates go through the roof. I miss some aspects of our culture and things about Canada, but I wouldn't say that I had a better life there.